Hello, everyone. Let me know if you're hearing this. I had some technical difficulties. We're trying to get this thing up and running. The internet connection in Trinidad and Tobago is awful. Inter Milan are taking on Porto. I have two streams up, so if anybody's out there and you're hearing me, let me know if you're hearing this and if it sounds okay. I'm going to be trying to. This is the first time I'm doing this, so unfortunately, I would have liked to have started this at the beginning, 30 minutes before, so we could have had a discussion. I had to change the link. That's just the problems we have in Trinidad and Tobago. So it's 0-0. It's 5 minutes in. So I have two streams. One is working and the other is working fine. So I have to look away from the screen a lot of the times. I can't show you with my camera. And I didn't get to talk about the lineups and things like that. So if anybody's in there, let me know in the comment section below if you're hearing me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a lot more of these. For those of you who have been watching AXTV for a while now, this is very different. It's very obvious. I'm an Inter Milan fan. And, folks, I know there's Inter Milan fans all around the planet. And, guys, please join in and let me know what you think. The support will be great. And, let me know. Let me know what you're thinking about right now in this game. Inter Milan, we're not doing great in Syria. But, folks, let me know if you're hearing me. We're 6 minutes in. I have two streams, one with Sportsmax and one on my own. It's kind of jumping back and forth. One stream is actually at 3 minutes and the other one is at 6 minutes. So I'm assuming they're going to have some delays in there. So let me know what you think about that and if you're hearing me okay. I'm going to try my best to do this because we started off terribly. It did not work how it was supposed to. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think because apparently there's two links up there, and yeah. So folks, let me know in the comment section below if you guys are listening. If you're hearing me okay, if the stream is working okay, and things like that. So let me know. Let me know, folks. I'm trying to pay attention myself. So the lineup today is, and folks, you can let me know in the comment section because while I was busy sorting this thing out, I didn't get to talk about the lineups and so on. So we'll talk about that real quick. I'm going to pull it up here while we're talking the lineups. So in goal, of course, we have Onana, Skriniar, Acerbi, Bastoni, Damian Barella, Mkhitaryan, DeMarco. But up front, we have Lautaro Martinez and Dzeko. Everybody who supports Inter Milan knows this, that Inter Milan is a team, for those who are Inter Milan fans knows that you don't really know what to expect with this team. 1 minute it seems like it's we're going smoothly and then we fall over. We have a lot of discussions about Inzaghi and his tactics. I know a lot of people talk about Correa, which I'm going to fan the flames. I know a lot of people don't like him, and I can understand why. He's not been playing well. I actually think he's a really good player, but I think he just hasn't done it for Inter Milan. He's a wide player. But in this game, like I said, there are two streams that I'm looking at, and it goes to show you the time difference. The one I'm looking at, which is glitching a lot, is 6 minutes, and then the one on my television, which I paid for, is on 8 minutes. So I'll be looking at both screens from time to time. This is a game I think we should win, but as you know, Inter Milan is a team that very rarely does things the easy way. So folks, like I said, let me know if the audio is sounding okay. Let me know if you're hearing me all right. Let me know where you are, which part of the planet you're from, and we'll see how it goes. So let me know what you're thinking, folks. As you can see, the reason why I look a little bit razzled and all over the place is because we had a delay in the stream. Would have liked to have started at 30 minutes before the matchup so we could have that chat and so on. But unfortunately, it just didn't work that way. Trinidad and Tobago problems with the internet. So the internet came back up. I had to set things back up in a hurry. And it seems as if, at least for now, the stream is working fine. Please, folks, please. Inter Milan fans, we are the most quiet people in Trinidad and Tobago. I have to hear all these other fans in Trinidad and Tobago talk all the time. They always have these get-togethers, and Inter Milan fans apparently are the ones who love to stay at home in their houses, which I could understand because I'm one of them. So like I said, this is my first. There's probably going to be a lot of technical glitches in this, but I think as an Inter Milan fan, I want to do that. So it looks it's pretty uneventful so far. You know, the formation we're using is the same formation that we always use. Folks, let me know what you think about the massive gap between Napoli and Inter Milan at the end of this, um, because you know second place is far from settled. You know, I'm seeing Pepe there looking all crazy. Um, I think this game is a bit divisive for me because I know the discussion in the Inter Milan forums is, you know, obviously money is an issue for this club. And, you know, focusing on the league and getting into the Champions League is a priority, but then we want to do well in the Champions League because we're Inter Milan. What a situation we're in. What a situation we're in. I really thought things were on the upswing around 2019, 2020, and then, you know, things have gone crazy. So I know there's a camp, uh, Team Handanovic, Team everybody else. I'm one of those guys that firmly believe that Handanovic, while a great servant for Inter Milan, should have been gone. Not gone, but you know, gradually eased out of the team a long time ago. I think signing Onana was the right direction. He was not a keeper I would have liked, but he's a good keeper. He's young. Um, I felt as if in the last game, the rotation of Handanovic and Onana was a bit strange. Let me know what you think in the comment section below if you all are there. But yeah, um, this is a game that I think Inter Milan would like to try to win this as effortlessly as possible, but that is very difficult because, as we know, that never happens. Lautaro has been in good form. Folks, let me know what you think about Lukaku and his form. You know, is he worth the money? Is it time to just get rid of him? He is on loan, but I mean the guy has been injured. He looks like a shadow of himself. Dzeko, I've always said, is a better football player. Technically, I think his footballing IQ is higher. I think Conte got the best out of Lukaku in that system. But it seems as if when Lukaku went to Chelsea, he just never recovered. So, nice play down the wing. Ooh, Lautaro Martinez with his first chance, folks. With his first chance. So let me know what you think. Um, I see guys in the group are messaging. So, folks, Argentina is a team that I follow a lot, and Lautaro did not have a great World Cup. Um, I think it's kind of refreshing. First off, let me know what you all think about Lautaro Martinez being the captain. I think he is the right guy after Samir Handanovic. We know what's going on with Skriniar leaving, but I think he has that Inter Milan attitude that we all look for in a captain. We're gonna lose Milan soon, so I think he's the right guy. That was a good opportunity for us, by the way. What I don't like about these games is that games that we should be in the ascendancy in the Champions League, and I guess it's due to inexperience, we tend to kind of allow the team to grow in confidence, grow in confidence, grow in confidence, and it's almost like we love to play with our back against the wall or the situation not really working in our favor, and it honestly seems as if that's how Inter likes it. So it's 0-0, 13 minutes in, folks. So let me know what you all think. I really believe that this is a winnable game for Inter Milan. I'm looking in the YouTube chats here. So I really need you guys to let me know if you're hearing me, if the audio sounds okay. And let me know what's going on. Because this is a very tough setup. I had some technical difficulties. Barella was injured for a while. I think this is the ideal lineup. Let me know what you all think. If you think the lineup should have been different. If not, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. I saw the first person in there. Inter Milan, of course. Welcome. It's good to see everybody coming in here now. I apologize for the technical difficulties. This was supposed to be up 30 minutes before the game. But, so far, so good. Nothing spectacular to really, talk about that we're missing. Also, let me know, folks, in the comment section if the audio is okay, because we did have some technical difficulties setting this up because of the internet connections in Trinidad and Tobago, which is where I'm from. I was actually all dressed up and neat, and now I look all sweaty. Lautaro had a chance a couple moments ago. I have two streams here, one on my cable network that I pay for, and the other on a streaming thing that keeps glitching. So, folks, let me know if you're hearing me. So this is a tough game, folks. This is a tough game. Now that it seems as if the the audio has settled down, you can let me know as well. I'm seeing here in some of the comments below, people are starting to comment, I think. Let me see. I think. I don't know. Okay. All right. So there we are. I've seen Kevin and Vishesh. Audio is solid. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. I needed to hear that. So, um, we actually have two links up, folks, because of the glitch in the streaming thing. So I'm pretty sure. I'm really glad my Inter Milan brothers and sisters. There are some Inter Milan sisters out there in there to show me some love for this, because we have the chance to really do this. I bet my mortgage on Inter Milan. So you're going to tell me if I'm going to be homeless or not? Oh wow. Okay. Kevin, you're hearing me perfectly. Vishesh, audio is solid. I keep him for another year, but on a discount. I'm guessing that's for Lukaku. Porto is one of the informed teams in Europe. This is a tricky tie. Correct, Kev. You are absolutely correct. Portuguese teams are always tricky. They always do well in the Champions League. This is far from an easy game. I think we're gonna probably make hard work of this, like we always do. Real good for the transfer market. Vishesh, I'm assuming you're talking about our boy Tuco. Korea. I actually have a Korea jersey now. Everybody who knows me, Anderson knows me as well. I'm a massive Argentina fan, so there's a lot of history with Argentines. Korea is a very good player. He just hasn't done for Inter. He hasn't done. I can't defend him. I think there's a reason why Scaloni dropped him. I think he gets injured a lot. I think when he is on form, he is really great. I've watched him at Lazio. He was at Sampdoria, I believe, and he did really well. I'm seeing Lukaku on the bench. So, guys, a set play here. The usual suspects are on. As I see this, I miss the days of Ericsson. It's sad what happened to him. But let's see how this goes, guys. Come on. Guys, what do you think? Is this going in? Is this going in? DeMarco. I love DeMarco. Is it? Far post? Oh. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Lautaro. Lautaro's the kind of guy, let's be honest. I love Lautaro. I have his jersey on. But, he needs a couple chances to get going, I think. He's one of those guys. He goes on a run of form. And when he's off form, he's really off form. But when he's on, he's deadly. And, ever since the World Cup, it looked like he saved his bad form for Argentina. So we have a corner, folks. Let's see how it goes. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, this is good. This is good. We force another corner, folks. So, the good thing about Inzaghi football is, he plays a very dynamic style of attacking football, which is more, I would always say, like a more attacking version of Conte's style of football. Same three at the back, but the philosophy is different. Very, very different. Where he's not afraid to, overload and have, much more combination variations in the attacking third, which requires really good centre backs, which thankfully we have. I don't want to talk about money because we all know the situation at Inter Milan. What's going on here? That ball took forever to drop down. Folks, you can let me know where you all are looking at this game. Have you been to the San Siro? Actually, no. I've been all over the planet. I've been to Monumental, Boca Juniors, England, all over, and I've yet to go to the San Siro, which I plan to do in a couple of weeks, actually. I have to go to Paris, and then I will go to the San Siro, because which Inter Milan fan, it's like right there. Not really, but you know what I mean. So I definitely want to go there as an Inter Milan fan, and I hope we all go. That's why we're all together here. I think that's the plan. I think Inter Milan fans are the most unique set of people I've ever met in my life. Loyal, passionate people. And we understand adversity, and I love that. So yeah. Liking the black and blue chair. Hey, listen, I know you guys would have loved it. I specifically... Oh, you guys will probably love this as well. And you Inter Milan fans will appreciate this. So I got this cup as a joke back in 2010. I was working at Digicel at the time, and people were making fun of me because I was the only guy who supported Inter Milan. Like, we all know how that is. And they bought this, and they said, Mourinho was there, and we won the treble that year, that this, I'm buying you this because this is the only cup that Inter Milan will ever get, because you know how these EPL fans are. You know, everything is EPL, EPL, EPL. No disrespect, but come on. Um, ooh, I thought we had a chance there. And then yes, to continue my story, we won the treble. Karma, this cup has a special place for me now, and I will always love my boys. So, ha to those guys. Romario Ragubar, I see Forza. Um, I'm really appreciating all the comments, folks. Yeah, wow, I'm really appreciating. I'm looking at her. Yeah, this is great. This is great. Our club has no wagonist. That's why we are unique. And yes, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. You will never meet a bandwagonist Inter Milan fan. However, I did see, because people like to poke fun at Inter Milan for years, and folks, we know this. There was a couple people who tried to wriggle on the bandwagon when we won that trouble. And I made sure in my circles I knocked them straight back off because they didn't love Inter Milan. I have another friend of mine. He doesn't do social media. His name is Armando. I think we should probably add him to our group. Proper Inter Milan fan. Few and far between. But we are definitely special, and that's why I really love that we have this group, folks. So it's still 0-0. Our club has no wagonist. Yeah, all right. So with our finances being limited, we have to get our mercato in order. Significant outlay, loan. Yep. Listen, we're gonna have to. I don't know if any of you guys and gals have seen Moneyball, the movie. I think that's Inter Milan needs to sign people. So a little history into me, in case you guys don't know. I'm not just an Inter Milan fan. I'm actually a professional football analyst. I work in football, and I did a lot of projects, not just media. I know people know me for media. I did stuff with the national team, and I can tell you this: that Moneyball setup is actually something we need in at Inter Milan because our budget, we know the budget. I actually put on all the weight, folks. This jersey is actually fitting me a little bit snug now. Um, I actually had my scarf on and my hat, but when I was panicking trying to fix the stream, I couldn't find it. So I see in the other stream, aren't they getting a new stadium? Yes, I think so. I think that's the plan. But folks, in the comment section below, we have a very knowledgeable group of guys in here. I know some of you have been keeping up to date with that more than I am. I know that's been in a discussion for a long time, and I think it's something we need. But we need new owners. We need money, folks. Money. Once we have money, we get the new stadium, and that's something we should have done years ago. We all know about Marathi, and while he got us in trouble, and he was a great servant of Inter Milan, he left us in financial mayhem. It is what it is, and we haven't seemed to recover since. It looked like we were recovering. Seeing that guy Conceição on the bench for Porto, it's a little bit sentimental for me. For long-time Inter Milan fans, I guess you'll know why. So I'm reading the comments here. I have a friend who's a Barca supporter that dying for us to lose this tie because I call this team Thursday Warriors. Romario, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I remembered, and you guys, I can tell you a little story while this game is going on. When we were playing Barcelona, just like the cup story I just told you all, my favorite cup. Folks, let me know what you think about my cup and the story behind it. Folks mocked me and said this was the only cup Inter Milan were going to win in 2010 and we won the treble. Ha! I remember I was working to UCL and I finished work and I had to watch the game in TGI, I believe. And it was loaded with Barcelona fans. And then I had to go into a meeting. We were losing 1-0 and we lost 3-1 and they were just like, they couldn't conceive. Now, we know Inter Milan, especially that Inter Milan was a good team. We were not surprised. But they were all like, who does Inter Milan have is a bunch of old players. Come on, we had Zanetti, the boss of bosses. Lucio, Samuel, Kivu. Guys, you could finish the rest of the team for me. Stankovic, Kivu, Diego Milito, Eto, Goran Pandev, Thiago Motta. Come on. These guys are top players. But you see how the narrative is different. That's why I'm here now, to change it up a little bit. And we won. And then we went to the second leg and they made it sound like they were going to smash us 10-0. Now, don't get me wrong. That Barcelona team was very good. So that's why it was equally sweet. We went there. We got that stupid red card. I don't have to tell you all. You all know this. And it was just sweet watching those Barcelona fans almost throw up in their mouth. They had to take it. And at that point, I knew we were going to win. I was not arrogant, but I knew there's no way Bayern Munich is going to stop us. No way. And then Melito did the magic, and that was a wonderful time. I'm getting sentimental. So far it's 0-0, folks. 25 minutes in. Guys, let me know what you think about Inzaghi's approach to this game. I can't really fault his lineup, to be honest. Um, I think it's probably the smart lineup based on who we have right now. I think he has options. I think this is the kind of game where I hate to say it, like if things don't go well, a player like Lukaku might surprise us. But wow, has he been off form? He has been way off form. He has just looked like a crap player ever since he came back. Um, I just think the injuries, and also I'm seeing possession 63% for us, 37 for Porto. So typical with Inzaghi. I just hope we don't get what we always do, where we get sucker punched. Um, I'm trying to see the comments here. There's so many. Thank God, guys. I have a friend. Oh, excited to see where we go as a unit with the fan club. Had no idea there were so many Inter Milan fans. Romario, I agree. I agree. From the moment these guys put me onto it, Vish and Anderson and so on, and I think it's a special group. I think it's important that we don't, we keep. I think Inter Milan. Oh my goodness, we have a little bit of an issue. Okay, I was a little bit worried there because we had a little bit of a scramble in the box there. Porto kind of. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I think Inter Milan allows teams to grow in confidence. We need to start becoming a fearful team, but this is how Inter is right now. Yeah, as for the group, yes, I agree. I think it's beautiful. I think, when we have the group engagements, I think it's important that we interact and show, because Inter Milan fans are a strong group of people. And, to show that we not just banter people and we talk like all those other people. There's a proper group of players and fans and people. And I love what Inter Milan represents, and I think everybody knows this. Folks, let me know in the comment section below, who's your favorite player of all time. Mine's is Zanetti, hands down. I love Zanetti. I have all his jerseys in the background. Not just Inter Milan, but for Argentina. It's hard to say that because I love so many Inter Milan fans and to suffer with them. Dzeko, come on. Oh, was it offside? Was it offside or a foul? I can't see. So I have two flat screens and the main stream isn't working because we can never depend on streams. But I paid. Is it offside or a foul? It's okay, but anyway, I think we need to get that first goal. I know exactly. I'm seeing a stream here, and it's a bit unnerving. A bit unnerving. Yes, Romario. So excited to see where we go as a unit with the fan club. Had no idea there were so many Inter Milan fans. I agree. I'm seeing here in my other stream that Man City goal, aren't they getting a new stadium? So Z, what I would suggest, if you want to join on the other link, there's two links on the EXTV page where the rest of guys are in there. Because there's two links, you can join in and join the chat with the guys. In the other chat, because I know there's two streams. So, guys, I'd like to say a special thank you to Vishesh, Kev, Romario. This is brilliant. Get the other Inter Milan fans on board, and share, like, comment in the comment section below. It really helps, and if we keep doing more of these, I think it'll be good for the Inter Milan fan base in Trinidad and Tobago. Now, of course, this is an Extra Time TV. Watch along, but I'm an Inter Milan fan. So for you fans the people who are watching, there are some people who are not Inter Milan fans. They're just checking it out. Thanks for joining us. Let me know what you think, your thoughts on Inter Milan and Syria. Folks, I know the Man City game is going on. Let me know what's going on in that game. Not that I care too much. Vishesh, favorite player is Zanetti for sure. I think that default for most. Zenga, my second. Great choice. Zenga is one of the legends. I actually think I was going to get myself a Samuel and a Cambiaso jersey because I really love them as an Inter Milan fan and for Argentina as well. Those two guys are players. I think what did Moratti say when we were on the verge of losing? Well, when we realized that we were losing Skriniar, he said, "Oh, he's no Samuel." Now I have to be honest. When Samuel was signed, I was like, that was such a brilliant signing. A lot of people weren't convinced. But I remember the Walter Samuel from Roma and for Argentina. And when he came, I was like, yep. Now Mancini has to get a lot of credit, folks. I think sometimes he doesn't get a lot of credit for what he does. But he, I think he took Inter Milan back from a little bit of mediocrity, and we started to, win the Coppa Italias and so on. And then yes, we had the Calcio. And folks, let me know what you think about Juventus messing up once again with their 15-point deduction. There's a possibility they may lose more. As a Inter Milan fan, I'm not surprised. I continuously try to understand how Juventus fans keep defending the repeated. Oh my goodness, what's happening? Whew. Lautaro Martinez in the box defending, folks. It's 30 minutes in, and we're not really looking like we're scoring. Now, this is a Champions League game, and to be fair, Porto are no pushovers. Portuguese teams are always well prepared. I really think. Wow. Well done, Lautaro. I think Lautaro Martinez really embodies the Inter Milan spirit. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Other than Zanetti, Cambiaso, and Wesley Sneijder. Yes, yes. Listen, I'll say this. I'm a massive Argentina fan. I'm not going to hide that. So obviously, but um, Inter Milan, has a lot of Argentines and so on. When we won the treble. Now, I personally think the Ballon d'Or, for anybody who really likes football, the Ballon d'Or is stupid. I just think it's a fanboy contest. I do not take it seriously. I don't think it really shows who's the best. I am a fan of Messi. I know that's whatever, but that's the Argentina connection. Um, Cross, come on. Oh, Lautaro. Ah, gosh, I hope we're not getting Lautaro of the World Cup. Um, I really thought Wesley Sneijder should have gotten the Ballon d'Or in 2010. I really thought so. But let's be honest, the Ballon d'Or is, I don't take it seriously. I know who I like. And, I really think he should have won it in 2010. Not because I hate Messi. I think it has nothing to do with that. I think we need to realize this. I think the Ballon d'Or is just like that high school popularity contest. So, folks, we have a corner. It's 0-0. The 32nd minute. I'm looking at multiple screens here. Folks, I know there's a group I put out there. There's two links. You can go on the second link because I had to recreate a second link. I did have some technical issues. I would have loved for us to chat it before. Yes, some Romario. So, folks, yeah, let me know. Let me know how you think this game is going to end up, folks. Do you think we're going to win this like a narrow lead, or we're going to blow them away eventually? Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think, folks. So I'm catching up on some of the comments. I have to admit, I'm really impressed by the support. I'm seeing some of the comments, not necessarily in the order that they're coming in. I see Vishesh with the trouble. Yes, I know. They can't take that away from us. Like I said, the cup. Right. So I usually have lots more Inter Milan gear, and in the panic trying to fix the stream, I don't know where it is right now. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Ooh. No, I don't know what you guys are saying, but I just saw a miscue of a shot, and Porto has a counter attack now. Listen, what about Damian, folks? How this guy came in quietly, nobody really paid attention to him, and then he's proven to be such a reliable guy. He kind of, I know this might sound like a strange comparison, but he kind of reminds me of Cambiaso. Now, I knew Cambiaso was great, but he kind of came in under the radar and just became a legend. I think Damian is one of those guys. He's rock solid for us, doing a great job. Sergio Conceição. These former Inter players really step up their game when they're playing Inter, I think. Like, I love Stankovic, but I wanted to punch him so hard in that last game. I was like, why don't you just not play well? It's almost like they fired up to play Inter Milan, and they're being professional. To be fair, they're doing their job. So, folks, I have this question I want to throw out to all of you all. I know we discuss it in the group all the time. I love the feistiness of Lautaro. The financial situation. I heard that there's a potential buyer. For those of you who are more informed in the group, let me know what you think about that. We need it. We need that money, folks. I think we have a massive enough fan base. I think the social media team that took over when Suning was there has done a brilliant job. That's another job I also do as well, because I know somebody asked me another thing, what it is I do for a living. In addition to the media stuff, I'm an actual analyst. I worked on the national women's team for Trinidad and Tobago, and also did work with the Trinbago Knight Riders and documentaries and so on. And I can tell you, the social media and marketing of your club can make or break your team. Also, it kind of helps if you win and you're doing well. But I think the social media team has been doing an amazing job. An amazing job. So it's 35 minutes in, guys. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? How do you think this is going to go? I'm getting a little uneasy. This is typical Inter Milan. And also, let me know where you all are watching this game, because I know there was Carnival in Trinidad and Tobago. I know EXTV has a lot of followers from all over the planet. But the Inter Milan fans are few and far between. I'm really appreciating the support for the stream. Also, folks, don't forget to like and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel and support. It really helps. And it actually shows a little notification when you guys subscribe in the bottom. So let me know what you think in the comment section below, folks. Let me know. Let me know. So here we go. It is 0-0, 36 minutes in. Guys, let me hear something in the comments. So 35 minutes in, and it would appear that this may come down to who's fitter in the final 20 minutes. I agree. I agree. At home, looking at the game, but overall, I think we're making the game much more complicated than it is, which is typical Inter. You're absolutely correct, Romario, and you're absolutely correct, Vishesh. Oh my goodness. I looked away for a second to read the comments, and we almost conceded a goal. I don't know what it is about Inter Milan. And the thing is, I'm going to say something that I know some people may disagree with, but I've worked on professional teams, and I'm also been a fan of teams, and there is a little element to signing players as an intangible that a lot of people don't talk about when they talk in transfers. They're like, that player looks good, he scores goals, he does that position well. But for example, when we signed Vidal, oh my God, what's happening? Wow. Okay, that's scary. That is scary. Folks, I missed it. What happened there? Let me know what happened. Was it offside anyway? Are they checking to see if it's a penalty? What happened? Oh, okay, so I'm seeing the replay. Bastoni. Oh my God, Bastoni. That's the thing. That's the kind of thing when you play that kind of football. I would listen. I understand Onana completely. He's furious. You know, you need goalkeepers need to be like that to keep them in focus. Yeah, what's going on with Dzeko and Onana? Something doesn't seem right with Onana though. It seems like yeah. I know. Oof, exactly. Missing some sparks, individual brilliance. But yeah, I was making a point. When we signed Vidal, come on, let's see, guys. Oh, Dzeko. I thought Dzeko would have just put his laces through that. Players like Vidal and players that are used to winning bring something to a team. So you could sign some really talented players, but if those are the players that really rise when you have a tough game like this. For example, when we won the Scudetto recently, there were games that we won 1-0 and people forgot that. And while he may not score a lot of goals or whatever, he had this aura about him, and that's why you sign certain players. And I think Mancini, when he first came to Inter Milan, understood that. He brought in players like, Veron, Vieira, and these guys. We kind of poached them from Juventus. But what you get with these guys is a winning mentality. And I think that's something very important. So it's good to have young players. Now we have somebody like Lautaro, who, he came in as a young player, won the World Cup. I think it's very good to have a World Cup winner on this team. It gives you that mentality to do it. Unfortunately, the rest of the team, there's this aura of uncertainty around Inter Milan. So what's going on here? Is this going to be... Okay. What's going on here? Why is this game gone crazy all of a sudden? What's happening? What's happening, guys? I missed it for a second. Explain. I know there was a foul. Now there's a scuffle. Now this is where we need to keep players like Barella away from this. Barella, as we all know, folks, Barella loses his mind. So, folks, what's going on? What's going on? Look at Pepe. Pepe. So I know there was a foul. They tried to do a quick throw. I guess Octavio is there, Barella. So let's see. Threw the ball. They were happy with a quick throw in. And I'm guessing Inter Milan thought what exactly? Now, the reason why you see me looking at this angle, my screen one, which is a monitor I have right here, decided to not work. Um, they tried to take a quick throw in to go on the goal after we deliberately put it out of play. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I saw. Which is strategically smart, by the way, folks. Um, I always had an issue with players talking themselves into yellow cards. I always had an issue with that. Always had an issue with that. But, you know, when you're on the pitch, trust me, it's very. We could sit here and say this. I've been around a couple games, club wise and nationally, where you can't stay quiet. You can't. There's so much dynamics that goes on. It is literally an entire game outside the game that takes place, folks. It's quite a unique experience. And you know that's why sometimes I may not say as much in some of the conversations because sometimes I understand there's some little dynamics that it's crazy that you can't see. As a fan, you can see it, but there's so much little mind games that go on. So, folks, this game, as you said, I think it was Romario. You said we're making this game harder than we usually do, which is what we usually do. You are not wrong. So, you know, when we head into halftime, folks, we could have some discussions and let me know what you think about the game. All the other Inter Milan fans, get in on the chat, folks. Get in on the chat. What we may do is, guys, this is a special present from EXTV. We may reward one of the random chatters a copy of FIFA 23 or maybe an Inter Milan this season's Inter Milan jersey, something like that, just to show our you know appreciation and support for joining in. We'll have to do this for other teams. I know. I'll have to do this for other teams. But you know, I love Inter Milan. You know, the other ones will probably be more on a professional standpoint. This is me watching the game with my friends and fans. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share. It really helps the channel, folks. It really helps the channel. It means a lot. And you can also head over to extvmedia.com. We have a lot of interesting articles. I'm going to do one about Inter Milan. We just got a new subscriber, folks, I think. Romario. So just subscribed. I saw it. We could see it, you know, folks. It popped up. Romario, you're playing yourself into that position to get that prize. I think so. I think Romario is looking like the front runner, folks. So yeah, typical Inter Milan. You can't see it on the camera here, thank God. But I got a lot of gray hair supporting Inter Milan. Let's see, can we get something before the break? Barella, is that Barella? Oh no. So folks, it's 0-0. What do you think Inzaghi needs to do? Personally, I wouldn't change much. I think he needs to get it in the changing room and say, guys, just be calm. Let's keep playing a game. But we always seem to have this paralysis when we play in the Champions League. I remember under the Spalletti years, I think we played PSV, and all we had to do was, I think, draw the game. I think we were winning 1-0, and we just played, you know, like we were so afraid. I think this team is stronger. I personally wished, I know a lot of people disagree, that we still had Sanchez and Vidal, but we know why they left. Sanchez, that player, brings that unpredictability factor when he comes in. Vidal brings that muscle and grit that you need sometimes. I think, especially late in games. Boy, I wish we had a Cambiaso now, you know, just to kind of calm things down. Barella always loses his cool, as we know. And this is kind of working into Porto's favor, as you can see. Mkhitaryan. I have to admit, I wasn't sold on Mkhitaryan. I know he's good, don't get me wrong, but I think Inzaghi has done well to adapt it. So it's they're showing a replay on my TV here of the situation with the jersey. I should have put my hydration in my Inter Milan cup. So those of you, I told a story about this. Those who didn't hear it, I can tell it. Let's see. They tried to take... Okay. More control needed in the midfield. It's a bit scrappy. Yeah, correct. We do look a little bit... we don't have that calmness on the ball. It seems like very urgent. Quick. Very nice piece of skill there. We have some nice play out on the wing there. I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. DeMarco. Let's see, folks. If I'm quiet, it's because I'm. So we have 2 minutes of extra time. It is kind of honestly how I expected it to go. I know the Man City game is going on. You know, folks, if whoever is paying attention to that, let me know what you think. Folks, like I said, don't forget to like, subscribe in the comment section below. It really helps the channel. It really helps the channel. Nope. There we go. Wow. So as you can see on the stream here, folks, there's two chat windows. There's a one on the side of the YouTube uh, comment section, and then there's one in there. So I'm gonna try to get the chats to pop up in the screen as well. So while we're talking, folks, I'm gonna do that. So folks, let me know what you think about that as well. The stream froze there for a second. So folks, let me know what you think. I think this is quite an interesting. So if I'm getting quiet, folks, you have to keep it going for me, folks. One more chance before the break. Listen, I really hope we get this goal. I really hope we get this goal. It's a little bit scary, but I hope we get it. Come on. Folks, like I said, thank you for joining the stream. I really appreciate everybody joining. I really love that you call your Barcelona buddy the Thursday Warriors. Because that's what they are. Listen, I have no Barcelona fans. Come on, I don't need to speak about them. They can be overbearing at times. Let me know which fans are the most annoying, though. I did a poll recently, and I actually said Manchester United fans in Trinidad and Tobago at least are the most annoying. But let me know what you think in the comment section below who are the most annoying fans. All right, guys. Can we get something before the halftime whistle? Let's see. Oh. Is it one of those nights, folks? Is it one of those nights? We get another corner here. Oh, wow. Of course, we don't get to take the... I think they could have allowed us that other corner. Is it me? Is it me? Or when people play Inter Milan, the goalkeepers become superhuman? I mean, I've been watching this team for many, 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 many years. Over 25 years, maybe longer. And the goalkeepers, it seems, really, really, really step up their game when they play Inter Milan. It's kind of scary, to be honest. It is kind of scary. But let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. I genuinely am baffled sometimes about how this goes. You know. So it's halftime. I have to be honest. I'm trying to adjust the chat so we can have everybody in there. So I'm refreshing it now. So like I said, Romario, Vishesh, who else is in here? Wow, there's a lot of comments. But I really appreciate the support, folks. This means a lot. This means a lot. I hope there's no echo or anything. I know there's a lot of reverb, so there's some adverts going on. So, folks, it's halftime. We have a couple minutes to talk. Usually, I go a little bit on a timeout and step away for a second. Let me know what you think. Let me know where you all are, folks. Don't forget to like, share, and comment in the comment section below. My Inter Milan brothers in Trinidad and Tobago and sisters. I'm not going to assume that it's just brothers and sisters and people out there. I really appreciate the support. It's been wonderful. And I really would love to get together and meet you guys when the time comes. It's something that really excites me, to be honest. So can't choose who's more annoying between Barca and Manchester United fans. I yes, that was an insane save. I'm getting some of the comments a little bit delayed, but it was an insane save. Yeah, I according to the polls at least, it seems like Barcelona and Manchester United fans are the most annoying ones. Um, it's quite interesting how that works, but I'm gonna try to put uh, the chat into this because for some reason because there's two live streams we kind of lost it, so I'm gonna put it in here um, while we're talking. So folks, let me know what you think Inzaghi needs to do tactically halftime. What do you think about the lineup? What do you think about the players? Did he make the right, you know, choices? I think I agree. But let me know what you think Inzaghi needs to do in the comment section. Keep the comments going. Keep it flowing. Share it with your Inter Milan fans and continue letting me know your thoughts about Inter Milan overall and how you think they're going to do in this leg overall. So while you're doing that, I'm going to try to add in the chat so we can see you guys. Um, so let's do that. So folks, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the game so far. I'm going to see how this works. I'm going to try to get the chat up and running. It's giving a little bit of trouble. Now, I'm seeing it on the side of my YouTube channel. Like I said, there's a lot of technical issues I'm trying to sort out here, but let me know what you think otherwise. So, yeah. Normally, if I don't have a stream, I go grab myself a drink, but I have one here. So, guys, come on. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe and support the channel. It really helps. We also have EXTV merch and so on. All these things help support the channel. And for those of you who have been commenting and liking and chatting, you will qualify for a chance to win a prize. Since there's a lot of Inter Milan fans here, I'll let the sponsors know. Probably a Inter Milan jersey or of some kind. We'll choose a random draw and we'll see how it goes. So, folks, it seems like it's a little bit quiet out there. Let me know what you think. What's going on? Don't know if you should change anyone just yet. This is from Vishesh. Maybe try to involve the midfield more and draw the fouls, create set piece opportunities. Correct? Correct. I think this Porto team, sorry, is very organized. I mean, they have the experience of Pepe, who has played at these big games. I think defensively they're really strong. I think in terms of their back four, they will cause us some problems. I think we need a bit of balance between calmness and being dynamic. Where I think Barella is really important to get through those lines and make sure we really kind of get a good form of what should I say, attacking options. Because we're relying a lot down the wings, and we can get opportunities from the crosses. We have the players to get it in. But I really think, I have this feeling we're probably going to get a goal from maybe a counter-attack, which is what I think. It seems like that's what Porto is going for. So, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. So, folks, don't be afraid. Let me know what you think about the stream. This is the first I did in a while. I know it's 1-0 in the other game in the Champions League, Manchester City. I think it's a goal from Mahrez, if I'm not mistaken. But truth be told, I really believe that this game is probably going to be a 1-0. I'm not trying to be a pessimist here, but after following Inter Milan for so many years, it's a huge worry. It's a huge worry because Inter has a tendency to mess up these games, and I hope they don't. I really hope they don't. So while we're doing this, I'm trying to reset up the chat because there's two chats right now. And we have the ones on the YouTube side. So, folks, I have to admit, I'm a little bit worried. I am a little bit worried. I think we did have a couple chances from Martinez. I'm hearing the commentary from my TV show that they're already kind of jumping on Martinez, and I don't like that. I understand people can get emotional about these things. They're jumping on our boy. But I really think it's headed to a draw. I agree. I think we're headed for a draw for the best of 1-0 loss. It doesn't appear to be promising, Romario. Listen, it looks that way. It looks that way. I think it would be a real tragedy if we lose this game. I think it shows the mentality of this team, where they are right now. I think they need to show a little bit confidence. Now, I'm not going to say just go and attack recklessly, but we just look wobbly. We're the kind of team that could beat Liverpool and Barcelona and then struggle. And that's I think the frustrating thing I think we all have with this Inter Milan team. I am actually quietly confident about this team. Guys, wouldn't it have been hilarious? I'm going to say something stupid. It's not going to happen if somebody like Correa came on and scored in this goal. He's the kind of player who does that, though. He's the kind of player who would do something like that. He would be injured, but of course he's not going to. But that would be hilarious. I think that would be hilarious. But I think this is where Inter Milan really need to show, their mettle and what they're about. And unfortunately, I think Inter Milan is just kind of showing their nerves. This is a relatively inexperienced team at this level. Now, I think having somebody like Lautaro in there helps. Someone who played in that, especially in that last World Cup, you're definitely going to pick up something from there. I don't care what anybody says. Winning breeds a winning mentality. And I'd like to see that with the rest of the team. You could tell there's a lot of anxiety. This kind of reminds me of the year before Mourinho came. We would play like this in the group stages where I remember there was a time where you had guys like Maicon. There was, I think it was Porto. I can't remember, in the group stage. And you would just be kicking out the ball, and I'm thinking, what's wrong with these guys? These guys are better than this. I think they're better than this. And, unfortunately, it just didn't work. And, they got knocked out, and eventually, we signed Mourinho, and we saw what happened. They show it all the time. We will win against, yes, that team, and then draw against it. Yeah, yeah. And it does, I think we all could agree on that. That's something, I think Inter Milan as a club has, and I think that's where the Pata thing kind of hurts us a little bit. I think mentally, I think we need to start shying away from that and start to break that mold. And I think Mourinho kind of gave us that for a while, where, and then the Calciopoli scandal helped us a lot as well, where, we kind of just winning was expected. But in the Champions League, we showed our inexperience. And I think we don't have that yet. And it's very difficult to see that because we have a young coach, we have a young staff, we have a club that's struggling. But I think Inter Milan, which is how we've been for all our lives, that crazy Inter Milan, I think that needs to change. I think they need to make a concentrated effort to try to break that aura. I think it's an unhealthy cycle where, for the fans and players as well, because believe me, the players, I think that whole aura of Inter Milan can mess things up. Is something that stays with Inter, and I think Conte, to his credit, definitely, what should I say? I think he definitely brought that steel, and that's why he would kind of look like he was losing his mind on the sidelines. And it's something I really believe that we lack, and it does break my heart. So like I said, folks, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm hydrating because this takes a lot of vocal range. That's my radio voice. Let me know what you think in the comment section below about the entire setup. What I can improve on, things like that. We can do that. I think Inter Milan fans need a little bit of an avenue. I may actually do some on my private channel, because I have to do the other teams on EXTV. For those of you who look at EXTV, you could head over to the merch store and purchase some items, like really cheap, to support the channel. Also, head over to extvmedia.com. There's a lot of interesting articles. I'll be doing one about Inter Milan soon. But, tactically, I think Inter Milan, I think it's more psychological than tactical now. I think they just need to be a bit calmer on the ball. Sometimes teams like Inter Milan kind of wait till maybe the 60-something minute, which sometimes it's a little bit too long. I know all of us have issues with how Inzaghi does his substitutions. He is a young coach. He does not get it right all the time. I don't think we can afford a new coach. So I think what we have to do is hope for the best. I mean, I've been supporting this team all my life, complaining. We have to keep him to the end of the season. I think we could have been in worse positions. I don't think we should be as low as we are. But, I mean, look at last year. when Radu just messed things up. How many other teams that would happen? I mean, literally just gave the Scudetto to Milan. I mean, that was hurtful. That was a hurtful. Folks, let me know in the comment section below one of your most hurtful moments for Inter Milan. There's a lot to choose from. There's a lot to choose from. For me, it would be back into the 2002 era when Hector Cooper was the coach. We really looked like we were going to win. And, Lazio on the last day, Diego Simeone and those guys just took it from us. That hurt. That hurt a lot. That was a hurtful one. Um, that will probably be my most hurtful one. There's been a lot of hurtful moments, but that was us potentially grabbing the Scudetto after a long time with a really strong team and it was kind of you know brutal because it was like a former Inter Milan player, Simeone, and we get that. So from what I've seen here, it looks like I'm seeing Dumfries is warming up. I personally think he's an okay player. I think considering we lost Hakimi, he was an okay replacement. I personally believe since money is an issue, I think we may have to resort to like heading down to South America because there's a lot of quality players down there um, with the right scouting. The problem we have is that when we sign these players, you're kind of throwing them under the bus because Inter Milan is not a developmental team. We want results now. So if a player comes in and he's not performing, he's done. I've seen a lot of talented players come to Inter Milan, just didn't work. Not because they were crap, it just didn't work out. Didn't work out because there's a lot of pressure on them. I think when we were in the Mourinho era, and I hated, folks, I absolutely hated that we signed Rafa Benitez right after we won the treble. I thought it was the dumbest idea ever. There were so many other coaches we could have chosen, but we chose Rafa Benitez, who, because he was so anti Jose Mourinho, I think he really hurt the club. He changed the way we played, and that was an opportunity to groom a lot of players. I mean, we had Philip Coutinho. I know you guys would forget this, and we call it the banter area. I actually think Ruben Botta was a player that would have been very scary for us, but he just came in at the wrong time. Alvarez, there's a couple other players as well. Palacio in that era, he just came in at the wrong time. Like, he was a proven player already, but we're in a very scary place, folks. We're in a scary place. So while we're doing this, I'm going to try to fix the chat. So the chats are coming in a little bit delayed, folks. In retrospect, I think we can use Rom for Mickey and play a 3-4-1-2 with Toro in the hole. Yeah, that sounds good. With Zhang, this is from Kev. With Zhang facing legal trouble as well as sale rumors, unfortunately, Stadium Project takes a back seat while Milan already has made moves. Yes, that's a thing. I think we, in terms of, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, and I hope it doesn't hurt us. Inzaghi does not get much support in the Mercato, yet we're still competing. It's unfair to want him out and we still compete, and his tactics work in Europe as opposed to the embarrassment from... I agree. That's something I agree on. I think Inzaghi gets a lot of heat. While he's not perfect, I think he has made improvements to certain things. I think Conte does not play the prettiest football, but then we got the Scudetto. So that's where you have to ask yourself, do you want a pretty attacking enterprise in football, getting knocked out of the Champions League, but winning the Scudetto? Why can't we have both? I think this might sound a little bit crazy. Since money is an issue, Inzaghi has done well. So I agree with you, Kev. The best option now for right wing back now is Singo. Interesting. Hurtful moment. This is from Romario. Was being humiliated by Schalke 5-2 while trying to defend. Oh my gosh. That's right. That's right. I think we scored first as well. I think Stankovic scored an amazing goal. I think, yeah. Stankovic scored an amazing goal in that game and we just fell apart. I remembered I was at work. We had the amazing comeback against Bayern in the last stage, and it happened. So folks, the game has restarted, but I remember that game. That was horrible. In 2011, that's right. VCH, the stadium project is picking up those site identified. Former racetrack, 1.5 kilometers from the Miazza. Private land as well. Minimum involvement from the statutory bodies. Well, that's good. If that happens, that's very good. Because we need... I think the new stadium is exactly what we need. It needs to be up to modern standards. Revenue generation. But folks, it's a little bit off topic. Do you think Juventus continuously being caught up in scandals is has hurt Syria even more? Let's be real. We know Syria is not what it once was, but that doesn't help. It certainly doesn't help. Personally, if we had some money, I would have poached Di Maria from Juventus and say, "Come on over." I think he's an Inter Milan type player, maybe for a season. But you could say he's old, but I would have taken him. I would have taken him. So, folks, for some reason, the chat window, I haven't been able to get it up and running yet. Um, but yeah, I'm a bit quiet now because I'm gonna try to adjust. So Porto came out a little bit more aggressive, as you can see, which I expect. Trying to do some. They're trying to come through the middle. So Porto started off aggressively. Now, as an EXTV neutral commentator, I would be like, that's exactly what you need to do in a game like this. But as an Inter Milan fan, you know, I don't know if the Inter is playing that game where, all right, let's let them come at us and then we counter attack. Um, give them a false sense of security. It is a risky style of play, and then we break away and try to score. Because I think they tried to go on the offensive in the first half, and it just didn't work, folks. It didn't work. So, guys, Kev, Vishesh, whatever, guys, don't forget to subscribe below, and everybody else. It really helps the channel if you're just joining us. Also have a lot of little monologues on TikTok. You could check that out. My thoughts on PSG and other things and things in general. For the overall EXTV fans, for the Inter Milan fans, I'd like to say a special thank you for joining us. I really like that there's an Inter Milan official group in Trinidad and Tobago, which is where I'm from, folks. For those of you who are not in the stream who are not from Trinidad and Tobago, that's where I'm from. If you're not from Trinidad and Tobago, let me know where you all are. For the World Cup final, we got a massive 0.5 million views and growing video from all over the planet. That was insane, folks. That was insane. So it's still looking a little bit scrappy. Porto looks a bit more composed in the middle, if I'm being really honest. And it's starting to look a little bit more comfortable. And I've seen this so many times. Teams come to the San Siro, they are scared at first, and then they realize, okay, we can have a go at this team. And that's what I don't like. You know, the only time I saw teams that legitimately were worried to attack us was when Mourinho was there, and for a little while with Mancini. But we've lost that. Teams are like not afraid. Goalkeepers become Super Saiyans when they play Inter Milan against Inter Milan. I think Lautaro Martinez will have a say in this game, I think. But sometimes I feel as if now he has to do a lot of work. Like those games where he scored those goals and we won, the rest of the team played garbage. Guys, what's the name of the... is it the left back? Who runs literally like he's in slow motion. It's a young guy. Yeah, he's... They have to be seeing something in training because I didn't see it on the field. Why can't I remember his name? Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. So, folks, let me know if you're hearing me okay. We did have some technical issues before with the internet. So, let me know. Let me know what you think. Once again, Mr. Hothead Barella. Absolutely crazy, that guy is sometimes. So, folks, if I'm really quiet, it's because I'm setting up the live stream, but keep the conversation going. I'm seeing on the YouTube side of things it's showing up. I seem to be having some little bit of connection issues. I think it should be okay, but let me know what's happening. I seem to be having a little bit of a. But I think it's okay now, so I'm gonna reload some of my stuff. DeMarco is not getting a lot of luck. They're kind of forcing him wide. He's not getting that penetration that we like. So yeah. So folks, let me know what you think. I'm gonna try to update my stream here. So like I said, folks, keep the comments going. Come on, guys. Ugh. That was close, folks. I just don't want it to be, oh, we almost got it. Oh, we almost got it. And then, we fall over. That would upset me. That would upset me a lot. So I hope that's not the case. And I hope, we get a good result. So I'm reloading. I had a little bit of an issue with the chat. I'm seeing it on the YouTube thing, but I'm not seeing it displayed on the screen. Get more UK. What's happening, my friend? It's good to see you again. So, folks, Get More UK has been a loyal supporter of the stream. Get More, there's a lot of Inter Milan fans in here today. We're looking at the game, so let me know what you think. Glad you're hearing me loud and clear. Romario, which transfer would you like to see for the new season? I've tempered my transfer things because I don't know if we have enough money. I think we definitely need an improved right back. I think we need to probably, if we can't cash in on like Korea and other guys, I think we need an additional striker. And I'm trying to think about this while watching the game. But to me, those are the clear things. And I think we need a very dynamic midfielder. Like I would like a Rodrigo De Paul at Inter Milan. I think Rodrigo De Paul, Barella combined with our existing midfield. We get rid of Gagliardini and those type of guys. I think they need to go. I think they're just taking up space. But I think getting buyers for these guys, I think that's a difficult thing. So what I'm gonna do is, since for some reason Get More Dumfries should be playing. I think he's gonna come on. I think in a situation like this, Dumfries would be good. The thing is, I like DeMarco and I like what's happening here. Oh yeah, so I like DeMarco. Just Porto are just very defensively well organized. Okay, wow, a three. It was a 3 versus 2. Oh no! Wow. Why can't Inter Milan fans have an easy game? Is that how it's gonna be? I literally thought, wow, that's it, 1-0. Listen, good save, Onana. Good save. Free agency for midfielders are insane. Kamada are interesting. Kamada would benefit us marketing wise in Asia. Well, true. Yep. All good suggestions. Now, the thing is, I actually don't think Inter Milan is that badly off. I think when we lost Ericsson because of that tragic, heart situation, Vidal, Sanchez, and so on, and then Lukaku and Hakimi, I think it really, those five players, and a couple, it really destabilized the team. But I mean, we still have Brozovic. We lost Perisic. And we're still doing okay. I think we've become like a Moneyball club. If you haven't seen that movie, folks, it's one of my favorite movies. Please check it out. I think that's how Inter Milan has to get now. We have to get one of those types of players. Sorry, a position, and see how it goes from there. So yeah, for those of you who are watching, we're also live on Facebook as well, on the EXTV Facebook thing. Um, I see a lot of people have been sharing it and it's been doing well, so I really appreciate that. Um, I really appreciate the support, everybody. This is the first time, so there's a lot of issues with streaming. I got a lot of issues earlier. Oh no, folks, come on, shut that down. Oh Christ. Okay, I think it's okay. Oh my gosh. Wow. Guys, comment, drop comments. Let me know. Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? So it seems as if Porto is capitalizing on Inter trying to apply pressure. Um, I'm going to say something. I know a lot of people are going to like this. If Handanovic was there, this would have been a goal. Um, so I think Onana is showing well done. I would have done the same thing. Well done. I really think Handanovic, while he's been great, folks, I love Handanovic, but we all know there was a time where you just poked that ball past Handanovic and it was going in. Um, so Lukaku and Gosens are coming on. I think Lukaku of Conte's era would have been great. He would have kick-started that counter-attack, held up the ball, and would have picked them off. Um, who's coming off for coming on off for Gosens? I can't see. I'm guessing it may be DeMarco. Let's see. Is it DeMarco? Oh yeah, there we go. DeMarco. Yeah, that made sense. He wasn't getting a lot of penetration into the box and overlapping runs like he usually does. I think Gosens maybe adds a little more defensive stability. So let's see if Lukaku could step things up for this game. His physicality. So I'm thinking his logic is he wants to bring on Lukaku, try to kind of hold the ball up, take some pressure off, and try to launch a counter attack. Porto is kind of trying to take the game to us, which, to their credit, it's a good tactical move. So I think, what do you think? Do you think those changes make sense, folks? What do you think? Those of you who are not watching it on YouTube, you could also comment in the comment section below on Facebook. It's there as well. I will. I'll probably try to post a link in there in the chat for those of you who want to look at it on the on Facebook if you can. So I'm putting it in the link now in the chat, folks. For those who want to go there, you can go there as well. Whew. So, folks, like I said, let me know how the audio is going. Get more 1-0 to Man City. Okay, yeah, that's good. Vishesh, yes, I know exactly how you're feeling. Romario, yes, he is a monster. Yes, he is a monster. Wow. Now, I know there's a little bit of a delay in my stream, but I'm seeing the game live like you guys. So let me know if there's a bit of a delay. Um, like I said, folks, if you want to support us, don't forget to like, subscribe. We have merch, and we'll be doing a lot more of these. I should have used this cup. That's what I should have used. By the way, if you guys want to get merchandise like this, I'll put links in the description below when I'm done. I also have reviews on jerseys as well. A lot of other things we can do, but it's very difficult. You know, this game. I knew it was gonna be like this. Come on, which Inter Milan fan doesn't know this? So I'm gonna try to put the chat up as well. So let me try to do that while I'm stressing out over the game, folks. Keep the comment section going, folks. Let me know what you think's happening. Show me some love. I'm gonna try to put the YouTube chat up in here. Up in here. So it's 0-0 in the 60th minute. Let's see how that goes. So I'm gonna try, since I'm seeing some chats as well popping up, so I'm gonna put the YouTube chat as well into this. You know, this is the first time I'm doing this, folks, so you know, you all could let me know what you think in the comment section as well. I'm seeing a response, but I don't understand the language. Forgive me. Forgive me. So I'm going to put it in there now. So folks, let me know if you're seeing it. So I'm putting the YouTube chat in there as well. So Getmore is saying Dumfries on for Damian. I agree. So I just refreshed it, so you can let me know. I put the I'm going to try to load the chat in there. So I think it's in there now, folks. So you can see the YouTube chat as well. As well as the other chat as well. So you can see there's chats in both arenas. So yeah, I can't understand any language. Forgive me. Forgive me. Oh, that cross could have been a lot better. Let's see. Come on. And this is what I don't like about Barella. Barella loses his mind. I honestly, I love the passion of Barella, but there's a difference between passion and absolute insanity. And that's one of the things, as a guy, even if you played football recreationally or been around professionals, you love that passion, but this is what I'm talking about between a winner versus Barella. Barella has that fire, which is good, but sometimes it goes a little too far. Lautaro has the fire, but you never really see, you don't really see Lautaro losing his mind. Barella looks like he would just go punch somebody in the face. I think, I know a lot of people are saying change the wing backs. I think it's time to bring on Brozovic. Let him come on and, you know, kind of do his thing. So let's see. Getmore says Dumfries on for Damian. Yeah, I think that's going to happen. I think that's going to happen soon. I think it's in the next couple of minutes we'll probably see that. But I think Brozovic needs to come on. I think he could probably add a little bit of calmness in the midfield. Oh, terrible pass. And I think this is nerves. I think this is nerves. I think I've seen them do passes like this before, but you know. Somebody was asking me about signings earlier. The Lucky Cup, yeah. The thing is, I didn't wash it. It's not clean, so I may give myself a stomach bug. But yep, this is what we'll call it from now on, folks. This is now the Lucky Cup because it really is. This was bought to make fun of me, and we wanted trouble. So this is now the Lucky Cup. I'll probably bring it to when we have our get-togethers. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? Let's have that. I know Vish is always trying to do that. Guys, let's do it. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, I know a lot of us are working, and myself included. I won't be able to make it to all. But, that's our little San Siro in Trinidad and Tobago. Giuseppe Miazza. It would have been nice if we were together today. In fact, maybe I can invite you guys to my home studio and we have a watch along. How about that? What do you think about that? So, for example, in that fall, if that was Barella, Barella would have, oh my God, and no, come on, calm down. I always say, Barella is that guy in a sweat for Trinidadians, but for my international friends, that recreational game that just loses his mind for everything. We all know that guy. I'm actually gonna do a video about the different types of people you meet when you're playing football. Barella is that guy who argues for everything. Barella is that guy. Love him. He can play well, but he, as much as he can be an asset, he's a double-edged sword. I'm surprised Inzaghi. Wow, boot got completely knocked off. Need to wear Adidas Predators, son. Those are my favorite boots. I'll show you on camera, but they're too far away. So it's 0-0 in the 67th minute. This is Inter Milan. Of course, it's going to be a difficult game. Objectives for the season, I think if we get to the next round, I would be happy. I would consider it a successful season considering what we have. Nice, come on. Oh. Felt that should have been a little bit better, but whatever. So Porto is doing a good job of shuffling our players out wide. We're not getting the penetration that you would see that DeMarco would get usually, where he runs into the box with the overlapping runs. So I'm guessing Inzaghi may have instructed them to kind of try to pull the Porto players out in an attempt to kind of create space and catch them on the break. Of course, the danger with that is you invite danger. But it's something I think would make sense based on how the game is going. I mean, you could try to bulldoze your way through. What is that? Oh! Folks, let me know what you think. Barella, under this season, Conte was there. Seemed to be scoring a lot of goals, but it seems as if he's lost his shooting boots a while now. He has been blasting a lot of shots over the bar, not on target. His shooting boots has been gone this season, I think. Good shot, but I've seen this happen a lot of times. Quality player, but let me know what you think about that. Romario, don't think you should bring the cup to a meet. You must protect it at all costs. Okay, I'll do that. Must protects. Me must protects. That's my Schmeagol voice. It is. I love it. I've kept it all these years. Vishesh say when? Yeah, you know what? Before I leave, because I'm going to be leaving soon. I know we have a lot of Inter Milan things. And Vishesh, you can let us know what you think for Inter Milan fans in Trinidad and Tobago. We'll have updates. We cover everything on EXTV. That's what we do, folks. But I'm an Inter Milan fan, so today it's about Inter. I'll have my reactions to these games from an analyst perspective afterwards. But as of now, I'm an Inter Milan fan watching the game with my friends, and I have to admit, this is going exactly how I thought it would. Any Inter Milan fan saying that this game was going to be an easy stroll in the park for us clearly has never watched Inter Milan. And I think, folks, what frustrates us is that Inter is a good team. So, you know what they're capable of and they don't. And I guess it's frustrating when they can play really great 1 minute and it's terrible the other. See, this is where I think... Oh, my goodness. Oh, oh my gosh. Come on, guys, calm down. Ah, well, lucky. Oh, wow, there was a run by Lautaro which was not seen. You see, this is why I know people might say I have an Argentinian bias. But a player like Rodrigo De Paul and McAllister would be good for Inter, I think. We can't afford them anymore. World Cup winners off the market. Um, but I think Rodrigo De Paul's characteristics would work for a team like Inter Milan. He's familiar with Serie A. He plays that position. I would love to see that Rodrigo De Paul, Brozovic, Barella combo. And of course, so said, so done. Epic is coming on. It's coming. Am I doing this right? Am I doing... Folks, am I doing this right? Folks, don't forget to subscribe and like and comment and share. I also put a link in the chat to the Facebook stream. I'm really happy with this, folks. I know there was a lot of technical issues. Also, I really like that you guys like my blue and black chair. That means a lot. I really hope we... The thing is, the away goals rule is gone. So even if we were to lose 1-0, it's not daunting. But I think, we're at home. I think we really need to kind of negotiate these Champions League games a little bit better. But I think it's also inexperience. What do you think, guys? Brozovic coming on to win it. Oh, there we go, Vishesh. Oh, my goodness. I looked away for 1 second. What happened? Let's see the replay. Let's see the replay. Let's see. Was that pass from Brozovic to... Oh, wow. Just a little toe. Okay, so maybe Brozovic had an immediate impact. Well done, Lukaku. Although you're a little bit of a Judas. I know you're trying to win us back. I mean, we all know about that situation with Lukaku. We could talk about that another time. I'll just get angry if I talk about it. Let's go. Toro! Come on, come on. Where's the help? That's crazy how long he had to wait for support, though. And now they have to go backwards. Let's see. What was that? Yeah, Bastoni. Oh, goodness. And this is what I'm worried about, the counter-attack. Come on, guys. Keep it steady. Oof. I know, get more. So close. So close. Listen, guys, I'm loving the support. And I'm not surprised, especially from the Inter Milan fans. We really are a special group of people. Get more. Listen, you've always been a champion, always supported this channel. And I do not forget people who support the channel, trust me. I'm loving the support. This channel has grown a lot in the last 3 to 4 years. A lot of things have happened. If you want to check out the more dynamic range of EXTV Media, you could head over to extvmedia.com. Obviously there's a lot more types of content on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment as well. Also, we have some hilarious monologues and funny stuff, but also serious stuff on the TikTok, which I wasn't a fan of, but I have to get into the whole social media thing. So yeah. Also, I did a lot of documentaries for the mini documentaries for the Trinidad and Tobago women's national team and the Trinidad and Tobago Night Riders. Helped produce that. A couple of those. You all looked at it, just didn't know it was me. And other people. I think we could nick this 1-0, guys. What do you think? Brozovic is great. Lukaku desperately trying to win us back, but I don't think the fans really having it. No, they're not. I'm not having it. Lukaku basically, walked away from us when we needed him. And I think, let me know if I have my facts straight, folks. If Lukaku admitted he wanted to leave, we could have still had Hakimi at least for 1 more season. Is that accurate to say? Because I think Hakimi left because, listen, we have no money, we need to sell you. We were under the impression that Lukaku was going to stay. Porto has an attack here. Okay, good tackle. And then Lukaku decides he wants to leave after we sell Hakimi. I mean, we would have had to sell Hakimi anyway, but, Right? That's good defending by Porto, though. They're not giving us that outlet for us to get inside. Because if you look where the wing back was not being pulled inside, which will allow the overlapping player to cross the ball and it kind of limited their options, and this is what happens. So I hate to say it. As an analyst, good defending. As an Inter Milan fan, it's annoying. Oh boy. Expected. Completely expected. Far post. Okay. Now I would have put it back to Bastoni because they crowded the box. But let's see if Epic Brazzo can get it done. So Getmore, you're a Newcastle supporter, so you're probably really happy right now. I would offer a Brazzo in a DePaul swap because Hakan Brazzo role offers more dynamism. Yeah, I guess. Getmore, I'm guessing you're really happy with Newcastle right now. When I was a kid, because I didn't know any better, I liked Newcastle just because of their stripes. I remembered when Alan Pardew was their coach, Getmore, and Coloccini was the captain. I really thought they were on the verge of doing something well. I think they were doing well, and then we saw what happened. I think Gutierrez was there. I like how they were playing, and then I'm not sure what happened. I think Newcastle is a team that has a nice fan base. The Toon, if I'm not mistaken. They always had great players, just never got it right. I remember, obviously, you can't forget Alan Shearer. I think there was a time Alan Shearer and Owen was there. They always had some good ones. Guys, 77 minutes. Imagine my biggest worry in the stream was trading the graphics underneath if we scored goals and it's not happening. So will this turn the tide for us, folks? Their Barella, which is Tavio, has gotten a card. Will this turn the tide for us? As Inter Milan fans, we know that doesn't mean anything. But he has been losing his mind just like Barella. And Skinner is telling Lautaro something, so maybe there's something up their sleeve. This could work in our favor. Can we capitalize? Let's see. Now, I think sometimes with these calls, it's not necessarily the foul itself, it's the stuff he was doing. I was observing him. If you go back in the stream, you could see. Folks, what do you think about that red card? Is it deserved? Is it going to turn the tide for us? Let me know, let me know, let me know. And yes, Newcastle. I enjoyed watching Newcastle. The Toon Army, that's right. I enjoyed that. Yeah. I would enjoy that a lot. Andre, you should let us do a podcast. Sure, let's do it. Let's do it. I remember the days of Shaka Hislop. Well, folks, if you don't know, Shaka Hislop is a very good friend of mine. He supports Extra Time TV a lot. And yes, we chat about that a lot. It's amazing how, people speak about Dwight York and so on, but whatever. But let's talk about this free kick. Let's see. Now I have to look at an angle because my screen, you all can't see it, but I have two screens on one. Just the original stream stopped working, so I'm looking at it on TV here. And Ericsson would have been come in handy here. Oh boy. Disappointing free kick. If Lukaku left before Hakimi would have stayed, but both didn't generate as much. That's another thing, folks. I think I see the kind of prices Premier League teams ask for their players. Why doesn't Inter Milan ask for high prices? People can't tell me that Hakimi was not worth at least 80 and upwards. At least, and then you would have a lot of mediocre players in the Prem, minimum 100 million euros. I think sometimes like Lautaro should easily be in that bracket. He's a lot better than a lot of those players I see that are worth easily over 100 million euros, which is crazy, by the way, that players are costing that much. But I also think we undersell. I really think we do. But I think it's because we don't have a strong negotiating position. I think we need money, and they know this. Listen, it's rough. I also did a very funny segment in FIFA where I was actually trying to sign Trinidad and Tobago players to Inter Milan. I'm see if I'll find that link and send it. I think you guys will find that hilarious. Okay, so let's see, guys. Let's capitalize. Come on. I'm quiet because I'm. What's happening, ref? What's happening? Ah, Inter to get win in the 91st minute. Listen, it's it's this Inter Milan team. Get more. Inter Milan is a crazy team. We can't afford to lose the sale, so we definitely yeah. You're right. That's what I'm saying. Yep. And I think it's PSG has the money, but I understand. We are not coming in from a strong negotiating point of view, so we struggle. We absolutely struggle. And Kev, I definitely am up for the idea of a podcast. I do lots of them. We have the EXCV podcasts where I have a lot of guests. Hislop, Terry Fennick, sometimes some cricket guys as well. But a lot of interactive stuff. I've been pushing streaming since the pandemic. Get More knows this. And yes, Dumfries is on. I think maybe this might give us the edge. Now Porto are defensively sound. So, they are not going to just do anything stupid. They're going to be okay with the 0-0. So, I don't think they're going to nick. What is that? Oh. Yeah, so they're going to just pile in the box, park up in the box. So, we're going to have to be a little bit clever to bring them down. I think they're going to be happy to head back to Portugal with 0-0. And yes, Dumfries is on. Somebody was telling me this because, like I said, everybody knows I'm an Argentina fan. But I remembered in the Argentina-Netherlands game, we all know about how heated that game was, how the Dutch players were having a go at the Argentines, whatever. And a lot of people saying the relationship between Lautaro and Dumfries became really strained. I mean, I saw Dumfries having a go at Lautaro and a couple other players. They tried to bully Lautaro during the penalties, which you didn't see. They only showed it afterwards. I'm wondering if that's also another reason why they're selling him. I think we needed to sell him, but what do you think about that? Those were the days. Oh yes, Kev. Shearer versus Vieira and Crespo. I remembered when Inter Milan put a smackdown on Newcastle though, and Matias Almeida scored a beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. Good times. Good times. I'm not a fan of England, but Alan Shearer is a top striker. Let's not kid around. That guy, he was. I know everybody talks about Harry Kane, but Alan Shearer was special. So Inter, I think, trying to apply the pressure. No, the thing is, tactically, Porto just has to kind of keep it the same. And if they keep it defensively sound, Inter will have to kind of come up with something different, and then maybe they can nick a counter attack. But you need a little moment of brilliance in the attacking third to get between those lines because, like I said, they're very organized. They have Pepe in there, who's Mr. Red Card, but he seems surprisingly calm, I guess. But I think we need. This is where like a little bit of a dribbler comes in handy, like Alexis Sanchez, which we don't have. Um, I know you guys are gonna flip for me saying this, but a dribble like Korea would come in handy. Nice shot. Nice shot. Guys, is this gonna? Are we gonna have to sit down for the next leg together like this? So now we can start planning ahead, and we could have a. I'll set up the stream way in advance, and we'll have a lot of people invited to the stream. We could do our on location stream, or we could just have some Inter Milan fans at the EXCV studio that I built during the COVID. Yeah. So let's see. Morata and Ostilio sells poorly. We have a lot of garbage and don't maximize. We sell easily sellable players and do not undersell. Icardi, for example. Yeah, correct. Correct. I also think Inter needs to be calm. Because yes, we need a goal, but and away goals are no longer an issue. But we just need to not do the Inter Milan thing and concede a goal and then have to go to Porto and score a goal. I would be okay if it's 0-0 and we go there. I would be okay. Rather than we have to go chase a goal, which changes the entire dynamic, which we've been in before. And, oh my goodness! Yes! Is it a goal? Is it a goal? Yes! Big Rom heard our criticisms, and he came on and scored a goal. That's what we're talking about, folks. That should have happened a long time ago. Why do we have to wait so long? If you were going to choose a time to score a goal, Lukaku, this is the time. Well done, well done. Those people are happy. Is that Zhang's people? Let's take a look at that replay, folks. What do you know? Romario, is that the Ronaldo celebration? Let's see. So this is good. He used his height. And when we hit the post, I thought, wow, this is not going to be our night. Well done. And this is what I would say. If we had a fully fit squad, like if Lukaku was fit, Dzeko, Lukaku, Martinez, that's a pretty formidable strike trio. But unfortunately, Lukaku was injured. Dzeko is up there in age. You know, there's only so much he can do. But with these guys fit, which Lukaku hasn't been, if we could get a fit Lukaku who's back on form, and maybe I'm hoping this kind of gives him the catalyst to get things going. So this is great. We have the 1-0. Porto now has the problem now. Do they attack and open themselves up to concede another goal? And, you know, or do they just keep it at 1-0 and head back to Portugal, which works for us? We can capitalize on this. So they're going to try not to concede. I don't think Inter Milan needs to really push for the second goal. But I think it works for us because now Porto will have to force themselves to attack, and we have to make sure we don't concede a stupid counter-attack. And they have less players. Supposed to be a corner, folks? Yes, it is. Folks, let me hear what you're saying. Romario, you still did not win us over, but goal. I agree. I agree. Kevin, we were calling too much for Dumfries. Yes, yes. Vishesh, I love it. I love the support. Oh, what's happening? Have we reactivated Big Rom? Like I said, the goalkeepers really step it up when we're playing. I mean, he covered his position, his near post well. Good save. Look at Handanovic. Handanovic is probably saying, you're not going to like this. Oh, I would have definitely not saved that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So close, folks. So close. A second goal would be ideal heading into Portugal with 2 goals. These teams are formidable at home. We have to go there. Ideally, I would have loved if we went there with 2-0 or even 3-0. So the pressure wouldn't be on us. And then, you know, Porto would attack us, counter-attack. And then that way, we kind of cruise into the next stage and then focus on Syria, which I think the qualifying for the Champions League should be the priority, folks. Not necessarily winning the Scudetto. I really don't think we're going to catch Napoli, who are like 1,000,000 points ahead of us. Folks, I'm loving the support. I'm loving this. This is brilliant. You guys are showing me love, and I love it. Other Inter Milan fans out there, where are they? Come on. Folks, don't forget to subscribe to people in the chat. I know Get More. I know you've been subscribed a long time now. Like I said, I will give out prizes, you know, with a random draw. Obviously, it's easier to give it to people in Trinidad, but my buddy from Steven John, he's an Argentina fan. You know, so I will send stuff. The only thing is the shipping and handling is different, so, you know, whatever. But let me know. Come on, folks. Inter Milan. Type some chants in the chat, folks. What's your favorite Inter Milan chant? Well done, Lukaku. Well done. So I had the Inter Milan Champions League away jersey, and I can't find it. I can't turn the camera around. I have a stack of jerseys there, but Conceição. All these ex-Inter coaches. Now, this is a typical Inter Milan game. Make it very difficult, get 1-0, and then we may go and complicate things for ourselves in Portugal. I was okay with the 0-0, the way how we were playing. If somehow we manage to get a second goal, but the dynamics of this game, we don't need to push recklessly forward now. Porto is going to try, and maybe we could capitalize. But I think Conceição and these guys are smart. They're just going to sit back and, you know, keep it at head back to Portugal 1-0 because the you know, the goal situation is different from before. Oh boy, hothead Pepe and Barella. That's a bad combo. And I think Pepe knows this. So he's going to try to rail up Barella. Rile. Romelu and Correa injuries and poor form. Yeah, correct. Like, so I was saying, I know a lot of people don't like Correa. But Correa adds, once he is fit, an attacking dimension that would have come in handy in this game. But he's not fit. So at the beginning of the season, I was quietly optimistic because we had Lukaku, we had Correa, we had Lautaro, we had Dzeko. And we, as you said, Romario and Kev. Sorry, Kev, we lost those guys, and it did limit their options. So it would have been some shrewd business, but then we didn't cater for that. So folks, also let me know. I just hit my mic if you're hearing the audio okay, if it's not too distorted or if it's fine. Like I said, I think the stream was a success. Romario, Lukaku held up the ball really well since coming on, to be fair. Yeah, so I think that's, to be fair, that's what he was brought on for. Because Dzeko has different characteristics. And that's why you need players like that, based on how the game is going. And another game, Dzeko could have been useful. Dzeko is good at holding up the ball as well, but in a different ways. He's more technical with his passing, more intelligent, I think. Lukaku also does the same, but he has more brute force. He can hold the ball up and force an opportunity. And that's why it's good to have all these options. So I don't know if we have 4 minutes. I would like a second goal, but I'll be okay with this. We go back, we regroup. And, you know, playing Porto at home is not going to be easy. Benfica is also a very good team. People really downplay these teams from Portugal, and I don't know why. Usually Premiership fans. Not all of them. The ones I know. There's a kind of dismissive nature towards these teams in these different leagues, but they all Portuguese teams with less money have always done well in the Champions League. They may not win it, but they always do well. Benfica is a team I think people are sleeping on them. I think they probably won't win the Champions League, but they can cause some problems. Inter as well, folks. Don't get me wrong. We need a lot of luck. If Inter plays how they should play, they can't beat anyone. Lautaro. What a soldier Lautaro is. I have his jersey on, folks. I can't see it. Love Lautaro. Let's see what's happening here. Oh. I guess he did well to draw that foul there because Inter was piling on the pressure. So I think this is how this game is going to end, folks. It's going to be 1-0 to Inter Milan. You know, credit to Porto. I expected them to play organized and be a problem, and they did. They did create chances. Heading back to Portugal will be a problem. So I'm reading the thoughts. Benfica, very underrated, but they lost a great player. Yes, they lost Enzo Fernandez. That's a big loss. He's a top quality player. I hope Chelsea uses him properly because Chelsea does not have the right strikers right now. I saw the games against Chelsea played really well. But yes, they are underrated. My final thoughts, though, is that we forced too many crosses for the entire game, allowing too many turnovers instead of being patient and keeping the ball. Yeah, I think the midfield, to be fair, okay, so it just ended, folks. Full time. Is it full time? Yes, it is full time. So Inter Milan got 1-0. I agree. I think Inzaghi came with a plan. It didn't work. And this is one of the situations where I guess we have to credit him for his substitutions. The insertion of Lukaku and Brozovic really helped. What is Lukaku saying to Lautaro? They such a hilarious combo. Like Lukaku is this big dude and Lautaro is like this small feisty guy. But I agree. I think in terms of the approach to the game, Inzaghi tried something. Porto defensively was set up in a way to stop our wide players from getting crosses in and getting penetration. So you were right. I agree with you, Romario. And I think kudos to Inzaghi in this particular case. I think he realized and he made the necessary adjustments. Porto, Sergio Conceição definitely understood how to try to neutralize that three at the back formation for Inter Milan. But Lukaku did his job. So, folks, it's been a beautiful stream. I'm going to hang on for a couple minutes for any final comments. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment in the comment section below. Share this video. Let it be known there's an Inter Milan group in Trinidad and Tobago. I'll be doing this for other games as well, along with some of my other hosts and so on. I'm sometimes on the podcast with Terry Fennick on Mondays, and I also have the EXCV podcast, and we have a lot of content, So those of you who are getting familiar, we're going to have a lot more of these, and we'll definitely see you all for the second leg, maybe do a lot more of these watch-alongs, and get more people involved, and we'll make it a little San Siro in Trinidad and Tobago. Of course, I have to do other games, so I'll have to be all neutral, but today I was allowed to be an Inter Milan fan, and I have to say I was very, very warmed by the support. Guys, before I go, let me hear your final thoughts. Romario, looking forward to further Inter content from you. It was excellent. Romario, I appreciate that a lot. There are few on, not much of us in Trinidad and Tobago. I have a couple other friends as well. They're probably at work right now. This is something. Get more. I always appreciate the love from you, Get More. You always support me. Vishesh, thanks for having us, Andre. Yes, it's an absolute pleasure. Thank you for supporting me and sharing it. And, hopefully we get the other Inter Milan fans on board and we have a nice forum where we can support each other in the good times and the bad times. And we'll have other streams as well. I do a lot of PlayStation streams as well. Sometimes I have some fun. I did a lot for the World Cup. Sometimes I have FIFA Sims and so on. Folks, do you think we could get past Porto? Let's talk about it. I'll spend a couple minutes before we go. Get More says, I think you'll get past Porto. Get More, you're welcome, brother. Yes. I'm going to hang around for a couple more minutes so we could talk about the second leg. Do you think that Inter Milan are not just going to get past Porto, but also how do you all think they're going to end up in Syria? Because our form has been very erratic. Do you think playing in two competitions is hurting us? Yes, financially it's good to be in the Champions League, but it seems as if with the injuries and so on, it's affecting the squad. Let me know what you think, folks. Let me know what you think in the comment section below about that. So, folks, like I said, it's been an absolute pleasure. Be sure to join in. Like I said, I really appreciate you guys sticking around. Let's see. Once we go to Porto and get an early goal, I think we should easily win it. I think so too. I think balancing our squad within league play and the Champions League is a challenge. Because we certainly make things hard for ourselves in the league. And, I'll also bring the Lucky Cup, folks. We know about this. The Lucky Cup. And unless we're not going to hear any final comments, I think it's going to be tough looking at your team. You have more than enough to get top 3 in the league. I think so, too. I think once we don't mess it up and we stay in the top 3, we'll be all right. I think with players kind of coming back in form, it would be nice to have the full complement of players, Korea included. But he hasn't been himself, and I understand why people criticize him. He hasn't been in top form. I think if we get to the semis, I would consider that a successful. Get More's reading my mind. It's going to be tough. Looking at, right, so possible semifinals in the Champions League. I think so as well. I think that's exactly how it's going to go. Let me scroll down in the chat here. So, folks, I really appreciate the support. So Get More, Get More is always supporting me and doing streams. Folks, don't forget to like, subscribe, head over to excvmedia.com. I have links in the description below where you can support us on Patreon. You can also purchase EXCV merch, which goes directly towards charities. A certain percentage of each sale goes to that. So when you wear an EXCV jersey, it's not just some branding. You're actually supporting a charity. And we'll let you know what that charity is because we're always changing it. Sometimes we may be supporting a player. We may be supporting a kid's home. That's what we're going to do. So it's not just branding. Of course, I love the branding. It helps the channel. But, when you wear the jersey, it makes a statement. So head over to excvmedia.com. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. You can comment and engage with us. Let us know what you would like to see. What did you think about the overall stream today? Anything you want. That's what we do. So, folks, you can check out my documentaries I did with TKR and helped produce. My stuff with the Trinidad and Tobago Women's National Team content. And we have lots of content for you on this YouTube channel. Feel free to stream, check it out, check out the links and so on. So, once again, folks, this has been absolutely wonderful. Get More and everybody else. Get More, Romario, Vishesh, Kev, I can't call all the names right now. There was another guy, K8, I believe. He was there at the beginning of the stream. This was a good game, and we managed to do well and get a proper victory today, which is for Inter Milan not an easy thing. So once again, folks, this is Andre Sooklal of EXTV. And like I said, thank you for joining us, and I'll see you guys for the second leg. Thank you very much.